In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the process control loop and introduce you to some of the commands within PBasic, the language that's used by the BASIC stamp to control your system. I'm going to start here. This is where the process control loop begins. This symbol here is just a symbol that allows you to add comments to your program. So these are just comments that I've added to my program to help explain the steps. These are the actual commands that I am using, and I will explain each one in detail. Again, this symbol here is just used to indicate that what comes after it will just be a comment. You can see in the program that the words are in the color green are all comments. They're not executed by the microcontroller. They're only used to help you organize your program. If you want to read the status of an input, all you have to do is indicate what pin that you want to use to read and precede that pin by the IN letters. And then the value of that pin can be either 0 or 1, depending upon whether the voltage is above or below the threshold voltage. This symbol here means assign. It means take whatever the value that's on the right side and assign it to whatever's on the left side. So you have a value on the right side and it will be given to the value or copied to the value on the left side. So what this statement is doing is that it is saving the value of the input into a variable called X. So going back to our process control loop, it is doing this step. It is reading and then saving it into X. Now this next step is my process. This symbol is used in PBasic to mean not, or we know the symbol inverter, which means if you get a 1, you'll get a 0 on the output. If you get 0, you'll get a 1 on the output. It's the symbol for not. As you can see, I'm using that symbol in front of the value of X. X is the value that I received from the input. Now the next command is to take the value of X, change it to its opposite, and then assign it back to the value of X. So if the value was 1, that will get saved to X. Then that 1 will change to a 0, and then that value will be saved again into X. Now the value of X is 0. Now that I have processed my input, which is done in this step here, I did some type of calculation and then I save that value somewhere. Now I'm ready to use that information to control an output. So going back to the program, what I'm doing is I'm taking the value of x, and again, if you remember what equal means I'm going to take whatever's on the right side of the equal and copy it to the left side. So that value will be copied to the output, and that pin is 15. So since the value of x is now 0, that means the output voltage on that pin will be very close to 0 volts. And you know what happens when you connect a component to 0 volts. Most of the time, it will be off. But actually, it depends on the circuit that you have joined to the output. Now that I have done those 3 steps, I have finished the procedure. But since this is an automatic control system, I want to continuously read and calculate and control. Therefore, I must tell the program to go back and do it again. The command that allows you to do that is 2 parts. The first part is go to, which means to go somewhere, and then repeat tells you where you must go. And there is the repeat word, which so the program will go back to this spot right here and then start again through the procedure. This will operate in a matter of milliseconds. So this is an example of using the process control loop. Within this process, you can add as many commands as you want. You can even add decisions of whether it will execute process A or a process B. This is where your flowchart experience will come in handy. Thank you.